Work it. Work it. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Woohoo! Full house. That beats a pair, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because I was going to go all in on this, but no. I think we're already doing all in. Anyway, so if you guys are tuning in and you want to know what the heck, Paranormal is here for its last time this year.
Yay.
And I, for one, am done with 2021.
Yes.
Yeah.
What year is it?
1534.
That's what it
On
feels
three.
like.
Cut.
Well, no, wait. You want to know what year it is? Are we going by the Julian calendar or the Gregorian calendar?
Whichever has better
1534.
prize.
PW, stop.
Actually, you know what? It's a good point.
The last good year we had was 2019. So.
Yeah.
I would beg to differ. 1534 was a great year.
For what?
I have no
1530.
idea. It just stuck in my head.
I was going to say, I don't recall that being anything special.
Me neither.
Unless you're in the dark and somebody touches your cheek.
The English
I hate
Reformation
that.
Parliament passes the Act of Supremacy, establishing Henry VIII as supreme head of the Church of England.
And next you're going to say...
I didn't vote for him.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a good year for any of his wives, that's for sure.
Well, they came later.
Yeah, but see, Zizi goes by the infinite monkey theorem.
Holy crap. I thought, I hate to interrupt like this, I thought Lucy was just a still photo. I just crapped myself.
Good.
Oh my God. Zombie Zach, if you do the same with that squirrel, I'm leaving.
Cricket.
Right? I think we all are.
Okay. Well, Jake, you know, up above you is EW.
Yeah, he looks vaguely familiar.
Hey, Pam. Hey, yeah, just a little bit. It's Pam.
Hello.
And then Zombie
Howdy.
Zach. You're not going to see his face because he's always incognito.
Yeah.
Noticed.
Yeah, and there's
He's
me.
Canadian. He can't help it.
Give him cookies and he'll, you know. Anyway.
Won't
We're
eat
trying
your
to
brain.
bribe him
There's
with
Renee. Underneath is
Hello.
Kevin. And
That's
to
not
who
his
that is.
right, which is my right, might be your left, is
Swanky yum yum.
Swanky Yum Yum is good enough. It's on my birth certificate. Might as well use it.
that's great.
Yeah.
Now, warning with Greg, you do not eat anything or drink anything.
Drink.
when he's talking, 'cause it will
Don't
end up
drink.
coming out
Yeah.
of your nose.
But you know what he likes? He loves the word cricket.
Said just right.
Actually-
Any word can be funny.
Actually, Jake, if
saying.
you want to see him really get steamed, talk about Rudolph.
Well, I feel like there's a backstory there.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
I never
there
heard
is.
this.
There
You know what
is.
though? You know what though? I don't talk much about Rudolph now because now it's in vogue to hate Rudolph. All the anti-bullying stuff and whatever. I was,
We were doing that when I was in high school.
yeah, I used to do that in my stand-up act back in 1594 or whatever Zombie Zach was saying.
1594.
Yeah, well, let's see. What year was that? 74? They were
1534.
bitching about it back then.
So
But I don't just
1574,
hate
they
the
were
bullying.
complaining about it.
I hate Santa Claus in that special. I hate them all. I hate them all.
Yeah, even the big, whatever he is,
The Bumble, I don't mind the Bumble. He bounces.
Bumble's awesome.
Yeah, Bumble's great. And the Abdominal Snowman or whatever he's
the
called.
abominable snowman, yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. He's all right. He learns his lesson. But
He
the
just had a bad tooth.
that's
all it
right, that's
was.
right. But Santa Claus, I mean, when you see Santa's big entrance, he comes marching into Donner's cave, his home. First off, he's singing a song about himself. I'm the king of everything. And then he comes and goes, "What's wrong with your kid? Something's wrong with him." Ugh. Somebody walked in your house doing that, singing that they're the king of everything, like they own your house, and then make fun of your kid. That's right in the junk.
Yeah.
You do that right in the junk. So.
By the way, I want to, since Jake and Greg weren't in here when we first discovered it, we're actually going to hear Kevin's dolls giggling and laughing in the background.
Yep, you might.
Nice. That's exactly what we need.
Kevin, why would you do that?
Because it's
Wow.
yeah.
You might even hear them sing once in a while.
He's got a surprise that he's going to throw up every time it happens.
Yeah, it's very comical.
This was not in the memo I received, Kevin.
I didn't know
Sorry,
Haunted Dolls was a part of
You
this.
don't want to spoil the surprises.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Zizi, you really want to give him that, don't you? Okay, here we go. Share screen. Doo-doo-doo. And just for Greg, our wonderful. So then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, so despite the fact that I have been allowing everyone who works for me to bully you since the day you were born because of a genetic condition likely caused by pollutants my elf's factories produce, would you mind dragging my sleigh to literally every house in the world? I would not put sleigh. I would have put, would you mind dragging my fat butt around?
Right?
You turn around and say, bite me.
Yeah.
I hate you, you mutant, until I need you.
Yeah.
That's the
Sounds
message
about
of
right
that.
for dictators.
Yep, that's it. So if everyone wants to know, I don't know how well you guys remember, Jake has graciously done some great filming on haunted history, but I'm trying to remember all of it because my brain just quit. Jake, help us out real quick on that again.
So when I was on the show earlier, I believe I was promoting the Ghost of Guilford Courthouse, which was the Revolutionary War historical paranormal documentary I was working on, which was a lot of fun. Since that, I actually went to 2 other battlefields, did some filming here recently. I just posted the Ghost in Newmarket, which was a lot of fun, but I almost made a fatal mistake because I had the flu, a really bad flu that day. And it was windy. It was like 51 degrees. I ended up walking 4.5 miles all around this battlefield filming. And the main thing I was trying to do with it was, I was trying to make contact with the VMI cadets, which is, the battle's claim to fame. It's the only time during the Civil War that an entire student body was thrown into a pitched battle. And they haven't really allowed investigations there up until probably this year is the first year they really kind of opened themselves up to it. But everyone that's gone there has really tried to make contact with the cadets. That's like the big deal. And so far, no one really has been able to, from what I've seen. So that was basically my main task, was to make contact with the cadets. And I was very lucky. I do think I made contact with the cadets. And it was just a blast of an experience.
Right. Awesome. Now, the next man we're putting over there is, and Jake, well, don't worry. We're going to come back to you, brother. We have to talk haunted dolls for real. And the reason we're going to talk about them is there's a new one somewhere in there. Am I correct?
Oh, I've got several new ones there. And this is just a small corner of the bulk of the collection is on the other side of the house over there.
Right.
In the den. So this is just a small fraction here of the collection back there.
Wow. Dude, how I have to ask, how eager are you to
Fire truck going by behind.
blame the fire truck. How eager are you to go to the haunted Isle of Dolls?
Isle of the Dolls, I would love to go there. I mean, it's not exactly the safest area of the world to go into. There's a lot of drugs and crime down there in that area, but still, if I can make it there without getting my throat slit, yeah, I would love to see it. See, I'm scared more of what's around the island than the island itself.
Yeah, I hear you. I would be
But
too.
Did you see where I met Annabelle on Halloween weekend? The real
Yes.
Annabelle?
Oh, did you really?
Yes, he
Nice.
has a picture of standing next to her. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
It was awesome.
That's cool.
I try not to make eye contact with it, but
Did you
It
get
was
any
awesome.
vibes from it or anything?
I have to really look at it straight ahead to, for me to get any. I purposely didn't because I've heard too many scare stories about people that have connected with her.
Yeah.
So I intentionally didn't, but I did later that night. I did because my room was just 2 floors above where she was in the hotel. So I thought maybe I should try a spirit box session in the hotel room.
Uh-huh.
And I forgot to bring it here with me. I have Judy Warren was selling some bracelets made out of Lorraine Warren's costume jewelry. So I had a bracelet of Lorraine's jewelry. And while I was doing the spirit box, I didn't get anything Annabelle wise, but I got a few voices that sounded like Lorraine. So that was really interesting. So maybe I've got a haunted Lorraine.
Awesome. All right, and then of course, bringing in the other man of the hour. Wait, there's so many men of the hour here. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, that's the right one.
Greg, calm down.
I love that expression.
That's his stripper expression. He makes that face every time he gets out on the dance floor.
I
Seriously.
would love to. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Remember, fold the dollar bills long ways.
Oh God.
They last longer?
Yeah, instead of just wadding them up and throw them like you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
darn it.
That I'm guilty. I'm the one that does that.
Seriously though, we're actually on air. We're live now.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah, we had a great intro.
It's all you.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
It's your turn.
For what? What am I supposed to do?
Well, we're gonna
I ain't
talk.
getting near any dolls.
No, but for those who don't pay attention or they missed why Greg ever comes here is because of the Funky Werepig, who has had some amazing guests. And
Can I make the special announcement now, or do you want me to save it?
sure, no, if you want to, do it now. Do it now. I
Do it
want to hear
now.
everyone's reaction.
Okay, so years and years and years ago, when both EW and I were just little kids,
Right.
and TMV Cafe first started, Funky Werepig used to be one of the shows that was always on TMV Cafe.
Right.
And then I retired because I needed a nap. And then I came back last year and brought the Funky Werepig back to YouTube. So now you can find the Funky Werepig not just as a radio show, like in your face, like I am now. And we've been doing that for over a year. This is our second season, and I have strong ties to EW, and loved all the times we spent together. So I talked to my guest that's coming up on Thursday for our holiday show, Casey Lansdale, who is a actress, a singer, songwriter, amazing talent, absolutely amazing talent. She lives out in LA. And she's our guest. We do our annual Funky Werepig. No, wait, I have to word this correctly. We do our Funky Werepig Casey Lansdale annual holiday special.
Ooh.
Because if we figured out if we put the annual Funky Werepig Casey Lansdale special, we're locked in to do it every year. But if we do Funky Werepig Casey Lansdale annual holiday, the holiday comes every year. So then we're off the hook.
Interesting. I like that.
It's all in the words. You got to figure out how to line them up.
I like the word mash there. Yeah.
So Casey and I talked about it, and we came up with this idea. Wouldn't it be cool for the holidays is if we do our normal show, which drops on Thursday, our normal holiday show, if we could go back and do the old-fashioned radio show on a particular network that helped us get our start.
Mhm.
And for the first time in a decade, the Funky Werepig is coming back to TMV Cafe on Christmas Day
Ooh, cool.
Nice.
with an
Sparkles.
old-fashioned radio show.
Yeah.
Woo.
Awesome.
That's gonna be
Brand
pretty fun.
new,
Nice.
brand new radio show. Well, not. Wait, can we call it brand new? I mean, it's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, this is because I know you still run. You're kind enough to keep running the classic Funky Were Pigs.
Except for tonight, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's good to have been loved once.
Yeah.
He'll talk to you after the show.
Yeah, right.
But
Remember that string he's talking about? I'll be feeling the tugging.
Right?
but no, no one's ever heard the show before, so this is a brand new show just for TMV Cafe, for Christmas.
Awesome.
And Casey Lansdale is going to debut her brand new song on that show.
Ooh.
So you get the debut of the new Casey Lansdale song.
Yeah. Won't get to hear it anywhere else until then.
Nope.
Okay. Let's get the others in. It's a big squirrel. Oh.
I didn't know it.
Yes, you did. I
Okay,
saw
maybe
you.
I did.
So, ZZ, why don't you tell us how things are going with your show on Wednesdays?
I am at episode 433.
Good God!
Wow.
I'm glad I never counted mine because
I have the number of them. Otherwise, how do I keep track of that shit?
I want to know how you keep track of that. I really do.
Right?
Write it down.
Write it down.
With a post-it
Genius.
No, I have. Oh, by the way, in the Mac world, there's a program called Post-its where it's like having Post-it notes in your computer, and they're on screen. You can keep track of all kinds of shit that way.
Yeah. I have that too. Actually, I was introduced to a really cool program called Evernote.
Yep, we're familiar with that one too.
Oh man, that is such an awesome program. So if nobody's ever had Evernote before, what it does is you can actually use it to do business things or so forth, but you put all this information in and it'll put in your files and everything. So then when you say, okay, I want Bob to get, to see what work we're doing here, it only attaches the files that you associate with Bob. And it's very clean, it's very neat, and it doesn't cost a dime, which I'm like, woohoo! So
Is that your new computer?
No
computers.
No, if I was to talk about my new computer, it's funny. Okay, so there's a an app for your phone called Top Hatter.
Yeah.
And I won a Lenovo Chromebook from it for all of, embrace yourselves, $1.
I used
Nice.
to shop at
Nice.
Top Hatter.
American.
To get my supplies.
American dollars, yes. I've won quite a bit of stuff.
How
on
much
it.
is the shipping though?
Did you holler for that dollar?
Free shipping.
Well, I hollered. I was like, "Oh my god! I just won a computer." Now I got to try to figure out how to use a Chromebook.
Yeah, they're
Sounds
different.
like a fun project.
Oh, tell me about it.
If you need my hammer, let me know.
Yeah, right.
EW, I have two things. Can I say two things real quick?
Sure.
One, Zombie Zach,
Yes, sir.
and you know how much I adore you and all the damage we've done together over the years.
Yes.
Which is a lot.
I love working with Zombie Zach. He's the best. I have so much fun with him. It's so evil. Could you put into years for those of us who are math impaired? You've done over 400 shows. How many years is that? Because you were doing Wednesday nights when I stopped doing the Were Pig on TMV Cafe. How many years is that, dude?
That is approximately 8 or 9, 10, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's got to be coming up on a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been
I'm
for
gonna
Wednesday
say
night
'cause-
for a decade. You're a beast.
I
Yeah,
can
we-
actually check.
We
On your
actually-
Chromebook?
Not on my Chromebooks. I wouldn't
Yeah,
touch one
not
of
on the
those.
Chromebook.
On your
not
Post-it dealio?
the- Yeah.
Yes. No.
No.
Maybe.
No?
Maybe. You don't know.
Possibly.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, EW, my second request is, you know how you keep moving us around to different juxtaposition is?
Yeah.
Can you always put me next to Annie?
Next to Annie. Oh, I can do that.
Aw, sweetie.
And we're gonna put Kevin right here so everyone can see Mr. Kevin.
Kevin is kick bahookie, but I fear him. I'm not gonna lie.
Kevin's brought on. Oh, by the way, Kevin, I did watch that episode after the show for the doll that you got.
Yeah, the Ghost Nation, the mannequin
I
baby.
wasn't able to find it.
If you got Discovery Plus, you can go pull it up right
I
now.
don't have Discovery Plus. I got a stupid TV.
That explains.
She's got
why
stupid
you.
TV Plus.
Yeah, that explains why you're
No,
just
no,
now
mine does
catching up.
not stream. It's old. It does not stream. There's nothing I can pick up to stream.
Don't
When
cross the streams.
yeah, don't cross the stream. When Tom's dad passed, he did bring home his TV, which is much more newer than ours, and it does stream, but we haven't put it up yet. So
You should definitely do that.
I want to because some of the stuff that like the Travel Channel and whatever, I like. Discovery is cool, and
Good old Discovery
Ah.
Plus.
I'm actually. People say get rid of the cable and you can just stream stuff,
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I
and
do.
it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Gary
I'm
Busey
better.
used to try to sell that joystick thing. Whatever it was, you stick it into the TV and it's a.
Oh,
I probably said too much.
I thought Gary Busey promoted the Thigh Master.
Yeah, I always get him and Suzanne Summers mixed up.
Right?
They're so close.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't miss it. They got that same smile.
You know, with teeth and all.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know whose teeth they are, but
I've seen
yeah,
that movie.
They probably don't either at this point.
right. So speaking of smiles, let's go over to another smile right now, which would be Miss Renee. And she's been doing some pretty cool live shows as of late, too.
Yeah, I have been. Have you seen them?
Can I lie and say yeah for the moment?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I did. Excuse me. I did a couple of live shows about near-death experiences, and I had just the average person on talking about them, and it really drew a lot of attention.
yeah.
Huh?
Are so average people? None of them have had near-death experiences.
They did. No, they did have them. So they were just the average person. They weren't like superstars or anything like that. Just the average person. There he is.
I see his face. Why do you hide behind a squirrel?
He likes
Oh,
the bush.
stop it. That's nuts. No.
It's knuckin' futz.
I love she
There you
uses the
go.
word nuts and squirrel in the same sentence.
Yeah.
All right. So no, the question was: did they have near-death experiences, or was it just their interest?
No, they had them.
Oh, okay.
So the idea was behind it was to see, like, so many people have had them. Were there similarities or not? And it's funny because, like, since my mother died, she's taken me farther than I've ever been. And I'm seeing all sorts of different things, and she's really been expanding my own abilities and showing me, and I'm like finding out things that I didn't know basically on my own, and she's right with me. when she takes me to different places. So I've seen different things that I'm just like, where am I? Like, you know, I've heard it described by people and everything else. So nothing was wrong with me. I mean, you could do it through an astral projection and everything else, right? I mean, go to these different places and in these different dimensions. And so she's taken my hand and literally I've flown with her to some of these different places. And so it's interesting when I had a couple of people on that had these near-death experiences that they, you know, some of the things were similar. You know, some of the areas I've been to and seen, and some of the areas that they've been to, you know, during their life-changing moment, you know.
Right.
So it was pretty interesting. And the message seemed to be always the same, you know, don't give up on God. Prayer is important. I mean, it was really interesting just to hear their stories, you know, and my dad's had one. He had one and he talks to me about it all the time, but he wouldn't come on. You know, he's like, I don't want people messaging me. I don't, you know, there's not much to say. I've told you what needs to be said. And I said, well, I get it. Come on. Nobody has to know you're my dad. And he's like, really? So
Nobody would figure it out, though.
Right.
he wouldn't come on, but he listens. He watches the shows, you know, like Mom did. Every time I did a show, she was right there watching and stuff, you know. But
where are your
now
shows?
she's taking me. I do it through I can't think of the name of the program right now, but it comes right on my Renee page, and it comes on my Renee Live page and my Angelic Comfort page.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's live. It comes on live.
Is it going
and the
on
program
your YouTube
shoots
page,
out?
right?
What was that?
Is it going on your YouTube page as well?
No, because I'm not paying beyond what I'm paying right now for it. So every time I go on and I schedule a show, it goes to these pages and it puts out a thing that, you know, Renee's going to be going live with, you know, at such and such time. And so it like does its own notifying for you. And
are you using the same program that we use?
I think I'm using the one Alan's using.
What is Alan using?
Oh my God. Is it Breaker?
Oh, wow.
Is it Skeptic?
Yeah. It's he's part of. See, Alan is in the pants zone. This is why we have a hard time with it.
Now she pants.
Yeah. See, Greg loves that once a year, New York does the best thing in the world.
Quite the tribute.
Yes, a no pants day. And if you really don't believe
that's
it, you can
there.
look.
They do it up here too.
Do they do up there too?
I think they do it in Europe as well.
Yeah,
it's really catching on, and it should.
Yeah. Well, you know,
it's catching off.
Because I think when we first started talking, I can't remember why, but I looked up. I think I was going to make a banner or something for you, and I looked up no pants zone. Oh my God!
Don't click the links.
Yeah,
no
joke.
There are some things. As long as you've been around EW, you know there's certain things you just don't Google search. Don't even type it in.
Tell me about it. Well, I had a student today tell me something to type in, and I was like, he said the words. I was like, I know what's going to come up with that one. He goes, no, promise, it's not. Yeah, right. So, but if we want to talk future or supernatural type things, there you go.
Yeah.
That was it.
I tried.
I'm sorry. I think that was one of Kevin's dolls.
Jeff had
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
MyHowDolls.com and the book. See,
I want that book.
I know, right? Oh, guess what? I forgot. Yeah, I got to show off Old School today.
Really?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
The best part about Old School, is that it?
Well, it's my Nook, and after I showed it, doggone battery died.
Oh,
Nice.
goodness.
Yeah, I should have charged it.
Old school.
Should have charged it. I could have. Oh, that's not the power.
Is
button.
that
You're
what
not paying
did you write that,
attention.
Zach?
Greg's not paying attention.
He's not paying attention.
What did I do? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. The copy I could never get a hold of. Dude, you want to talk about something crazy? As an author, when you get somebody asking about your book, that's a cool feature, you know, something that you can enjoy. But then you end up getting somebody else that says, you need to go check this out. And so when I go and check out the site, there's tons of people asking, how can I get a hold of this book, which is no longer in print?
Oh,
Your book?
dang.
It's not on Kindle or anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, let me turn it off then. Hold on.
Well, okay, now I'm talking, hold on.
I want a copy of Greg's new book.
I know, right?
Right?
It's not out yet.
Why not?
When's it? I
I'm
thought it came
talking
out
this-
already.
Hey, I think I got that book.
Yeah, see, now we got to get ZZ's book too. And you can purchase that off of TMV Cafe's website. It's on the radio tab. Ooh,
I just wrote this new Mitch Albom book.
nice. I would talk about The Legend of Ugly Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This one?
Ugly Joe.
This one?
Yeah.
that one.
No, that's a good book. I've read that.
That's a fun book. I enjoy that one. That's that was a labor of love. That was as a comic and growing up with all those beautiful 80s horror films. It's just my love letter to all the Michael Myers and Jason and Freddy and all that stuff that we just that was some beautiful movie making back then. So
Right.
fun.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, what do you think about those kind of movies?
See, I grew up watching those because, you know, my mother introduced me to a lot of those 80s slasher films. So I grew
Good
up
mom,
with an
Mary.
appreciation
Yay!
for them. And so I love watching all of those films.
Right.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
And
I
why
did with
wouldn't
my
you?
kids.
They're
They
good
even
films.
laughed at Night of the Living Dead, the '68 version, was terrified the crap out of me.
I still liked it better
It's a
on
good film.
Broadway, though.
But
Done in the original Romulan is better too.
Yes. Yeah,
Night of the Living Dead, the musical.
Right.
exactly.
Evie,
Not to
we
be
have
confused with
to.
the animated show,
Yeah.
which is recent.
As far as that question, ZZ has to answer that question. Didn't Kiss release another Christmas comic?
Not another Christmas comic, but a regular comic series. It's called Phantom something Phantom. Oh, what
Didn't they fight the Phantom in the one movie they did?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, Kiss fights or meets the Phantom or something. like that.
But didn't Kiss meet Scooby Doo also?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Scooby
They
Doo's
probably
met
met everyone
everyone
at this
though.
point.
I'm saying
Yeah.
Scooby Doo has more fan base than anyone else.
He had
Scooby-Doo.
Harley Quinn too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scooby Doo's like Wolfie.
Phantom
Parties
obsession.
with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everyone's got a selfie with Wolfie.
Don't forget, she's even
Not
done.
everybody.
She's
Everybody.
even done the horseback in the middle of a call too. Remember? You remember?
Oh Lord.
I do have to put up the sad note, and thanks for the reminder, Evie.
Yeah.
Anne Rice passed away.
Yeah.
So, all you vampire fans, if you didn't know, that was a punch in the gut. When I heard
Yeah.
that, I was like, oh,
I didn't know she was 80.
was she
Yeah,
really?
She
Yeah.
lived a good
Been
long
around for a
life.
while.
What explains why she wasn't making her last few?
Balls, right?
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to. What do they call it? Is it the interview with the vampire ball or?
I think so.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool that she makes those appearances and or did. Now she does it. It might be a paranormal event.
It just might be.
Yeah. We might even get Kevin, who gets a doll, and Anne Rice possesses. Oh no!
Her book, the Haunted Anne Rice book.
Yeah. You know, I have to say though, Kevin, this week I thought about you. We had to go. Well, I've been helping this company or this church and stuff, and so we've been working on all these different projects. But next to this church is like, I don't know how do you describe it, because it's kind of flea market-ish, but then it's more grab bag, because I guess what these people do is they buy pallets of products that weren't picked up or clothes.
Liquidation centers.
Well, but they're not, because they buy the product, they put it in these big old wooden bins that people can just go and rummage through and buy things for $1.
Oh, black market. Yeah.
Okay.
No, gray market.
Just with better deals.
But I saw an old doll in there, and I thought, ooh, I'm not touching that.
Why not, EW?
Nobody else wanted to touch it, and that thing did not look pretty.
Kevin, can any doll be possessed or inhabit a spirit, or some like dolls, like they're not going to go near a Ken doll because he's got nothing?
Oh, he's got something. He's got experience.
I think, I've never heard of a haunted. Well, I've heard of a few haunted Barbie dolls, but never a Ken doll. So makes me wonder. But I think, they're not very picky. I mean, it's not just dolls. I've got some paintings that have had activity. I've got a little jewelry box the little girl owned that she supposedly haunts, and I got over here off camera. There's a jewelry box that I was given out of a haunted millionaire's house. I haven't had any activity from it, but.
Are you trying to be like John Zaffis and just become a haunted collector?
Yeah, I did. I mean, when I was pretty much the haunted collector person of our paranormal team here, Scare of Alabama. They kind of, when I got interested in the dolls and I started growing the collection, they're like, "Yeah, you're our designated haunted collector." So people at work bring me stuff. In fact, I've been working from home, and we had a luncheon a couple of days ago that I went into the office for. I haven't been in the office in 1.5 years now, and somebody had left a doll sitting in my chair. And the eyes are white, completely white. They're worn out, so they're white, and it's freaky looking. And so I put it up high behind another doll in my den, because even for me it was creepy. But I had to ask around. It took forever, and I found out one of the managers had said it. At first, I was like, "This is like some kind of piece of garbage out of somebody's attic." Right. But then he goes into when I found him, he goes into the story about it belonged to my grandmother and my dad and me. We didn't want to just give it away or throw it away, so we thought you might like it. Well, then I felt bad. It looked like garbage out of an attic. And then I hope it really isn't haunted, because now it's probably gonna take some revenge on me during my sleep.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
But I've had people just ship me stuff, and there's several things I've gotten. I don't know where it came from. It just shows up.
Can you hold up your book again?
Well, I got a couple of them. I've got
Which book? Which
my
book?
haunted collection, which I have that doll on the cover actually came from the Island of the Dolls. So I do have a few dolls off the island.
And it's kind of cool because the way you're holding it up, it looks like it's your head.
Oh yeah. And here's a newer one, a sequel, The Dark Side.
Ooh.
I do have several items that have had darker, like, I had to cast a demonic entity out of, and the other one was a mirror that something came through that we had to bless it. And then
now you put that up, and I feel like I need to have like some theme music for you.
This doll on the cover, she looks so sweet, doesn't she? But she came from Baton Rouge. This is a regular Annabelle type doll. She was attacking her previous owner, and I've got her sealed in here in a case with holy water. And
Here we go. Put your book back up. There you go. The dark side. Perfect. Greg's like, you ain't done that to me for me. What in the world?
No, I don't have the
actually,
dedication and talent he does.
Yeah, right.
Now we're catching Zach here eating a cookie. What kind of cookie you got, hon?
Chocolate chip.
Canadian.
An Oreo?
Canadian.
Fudgios. I know
Nice.
his cookie.
What are you drinking, Wolfie? What are you drinking, Wolfie? Huh?
Coffee.
Uh-huh.
I know it's
My
not
magic
coffee. I know what
coffee.
she puts in that cup.
Wolfie hasn't slept since 2009. That's how much coffee she drinks.
Hey, don't tell everybody my secrets. Dang.
She's got a shrine out in her
Sleeping's
backyard
overrated.
of Juan Valdez.
Juan Valdez used to freak me out. He's like one of Kevin's dolls. Remember the old commercials with him? Like you'd step off, you'd go down a grocery aisle, and all of a sudden he's standing there with a donkey.
Yeah.
And then like you turn the corner, you get off a train, and he's standing there with a donkey. It's like him and that
Totally
damn
normal.
donkey are everywhere.
Right. And then you just see him, donkey! Oh.
Donkey!
He was just all layers. Like an onion. So I've been playing around and looking at all these short horror films that are on YouTube.
All right.
And I stumbled across one yesterday because this one guy told me, oh, they don't have any that are scary. Well, we cracked up laughing at this one. Because I think it's supposed to have a fear factor, but dude, by the time you got to the end, you're laughing so hard and you're thinking, what the hell did I just watch? But when you
That's
mention
like every horror movie.
yeah, well, okay, no, because when you get to Zombievers, I'm still laughing.
Every single moment in that movie, I'm giggling.
Yeah, throw in the dog. Oh, sorry.
It's tougher to make than you think. I've made a silent horror short film, and it's difficult.
Oh,
It
I'm
is.
not saying it's
Like
hard. I'm not
silent?
an easier way.
Yep,
I'm
it
just
was
saying,
silent, black and white, and everything.
Yeah.
Like
What
an
is it? What's
hour?
it called?
It's called the original was Der Morder, which in German is the killer, and then I released like a George Lucas special edition where I shot new footage and did all that stuff. I called it The Killer, and I combined it with some poetry I wrote a while back and kind of crafted like a new story for it.
That's the guy with the poetry.
Yeah, you want to talk poetry, this is the guy you got to talk to.
That one. Yeah. From backward.
So,
Way to
Well, it's
go,
like
Jake.
Metropolis,
That's cool.
but horror.
It was fun.
yeah.
That's
Well,
cool.
Jake, can people still find that?
Oh yeah, it's on my personal channel. It's just hidden with all my historical videos.
Right.
Yeah. My brother and I, my youngest brother, we're both into filmmaking, and he actually helps me with a lot of my paranormal videos that I do. And we both make short films on the side and do fun stuff like that.
Well, is it just under Jake Fife, or what do we?
Yeah, so it's Jake Fife, just Jake Fife. It's got a picture of the cannon. That's my, I guess,
Ooh, that
YouTube
cannon's cool.
thumbnail. Yeah, it's cool because that was at my military school that I attended.
Well, I just
And I've had
added
that-
you.
Yeah, I've had that photo since 2015 is when I took it. That was about my first week there.
And they gave you the cannon as a gift when you left.
I tried to take the cannon, but it didn't seem
It looks
realistic
heavy.
to haul it. About 20 miles. Just didn't seem really realistic.
Wait, I've seen
If
them
Kevin
attach
can
them to the
haul a
back of.
dial, you can haul a cannon.
Yeah. Look, I've done enough military bases. I've seen them attach them to the back of a truck and haul those suckers off.
Right. Yeah, I didn't have a truck at the time, and I got enough
Oh.
weightlifting in the weight room, so I wasn't gonna lug a cannon home.
Right. Look,
Also, I feel
know.
like some people would have questions if going along the interstate and I'm just hauling like a huge cannon.
Not in today's
down
world.
the interstate.
You're in the
Yeah,
U.S.
time to
It's
do it.
fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's in the U.S. It's fine.
Yeah, that seems like one of those Florida man things, though.
Exactly. Nobody would question it even. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's being normal.
nah, it's ornamentation.
Friends
Yeah,
of mine
ornament.
just did a. Friends of mine just finished a full feature film, and it's like 2.5 hours long. It's called "Till Death Do Us Part,"
Ooh,
and they filmed it all right in Auburn, New York. It-
Are you in
that's
it?
cool.
I am not in it. I am not in this one.
She's in the credits.
Nope. No.
Ah, you didn't
Yeah.
even get a credit?
You know, she got
No.
a credit unnamed.
But if you want to look it up, it's by Grindhouse.
Oh, I like
Tony-
that.
Oh, I've
familiar,
heard
yeah.
of Grindhouse.
I've heard
yeah.
Grindhouse.
It's about zombies. Like it's grotesque.
Oh, see, you got ZZ all stoked.
That's zombie
now.
shaming.
That's double thumbs up.
They did a really good job. I mean, for being their first film, they really did do an excellent job with it. I mean, but it's gross. And I went to the premiere, and the premiere was at a drive-in theater up in
Cool.
Auburn, which was
Perfect.
kind of cool. So some of it's like, dates back, like the way they filmed it was like from the 70s and stuff. And it was pretty cool how they did it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They're promoting the DVD and all that.
I gotta admit, there's people out there who produce some really good horror films.
Mhm.
With little budgets, but still good story and good
Well, that's
visuals.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, now A24, they're my favorites. They're not
like
low
them.
budget, but I loved, what was it? Robert Eggers' The Witch. That was good. The Lighthouse was really freaking good. I loved it.
Ooh.
I like
it was
Monster
good.
Movie Matinee. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I grew up on.
People
Godzilla.
love people. What is this YouTube link?
Oh, so that's actually that short that I was telling you all about, the silent one.
Crap.
Yeah, it was originally silent. I think I added music, which is actually from the 1958 Hammer film Dracula, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
great film. Great film. Anything Hammer has ever made is great in my opinion. Even the dorky 70s stuff.
I have to say that I was showing my wife some old-fashioned movies. So we went and started watching the entire Police Academy series.
Oh,
Very
that's
scary.
Yeah. But did you know that Christopher Lee came out in that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Christopher Lee came out in that. And it was hilarious, the role he played.
Do you want to know an even better Christopher Lee thing?
Okay.
Look up the Christopher Lee heavy metal Christmas album.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of it.
He does the little drummer boy. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Was it
remember doing a show with you on that one.
Was it the Wicker Man, where he's like the mayor of the village, and he walks through the woods at one part, leading a pagan parade, and I swear to God, he looks like a Cher cosplay person.
Was it the Wicker Man?
I don't remember that one.
I haven't seen the original Wicker Man in a while. I wouldn't be able to say.
Yeah, it's worth
Right.
seeing. I think he does like a cosplay Cher, walking
Right.
through the woods, beating on a tambourine. It's like that guy will do anything. He's brilliant.
Could be the Witchfinder General.
Well, I want to give credit to a wonderful group that they put out quite a bit of short horror type flicks that you can see on YouTube. They're called Pony Smasher is the name of the YouTube page. But when I first ever learned about them, it was this one particular short film that they put out before it won awards.
Really?
Before it won awards. So I got to see it before. So, and I will share the link down below after the show. I'll put the links in there and try to remember them all. Or YouTube will be kind enough to tell me, hey, you need to put that link in there. So, yeah, they're good at doing that, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Love it.
So here we go. This is a nice little feature for you guys to check out. And this is the first horror short film that I ever saw on YouTube that I love.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen this one.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be standing there flipping on and off the lights, though.
No.
Well, because something special happens first. There we go. Yeah, just go to it again. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we'll just tape up the light. Nobody will turn that off.
Yeah, nobody will do it. It's not like Shadows in Darkness doesn't have Find a Way.
Somebody's pulling the tape off.
Oh, hell no.
No, not that door would be shut and locked and something jammed under it.
Right?
Wait, it gets better.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think I like you, EW.
If you just look
Get the
carefully,
salts. Get the salts.
You can see Greg with his hands over his eyes.
Oh no, never, never, never.
Yes, because the sheet over your head always works.
Yeah, I know, right?
It does.
Well, I've had mixed reactions to it. Get him. Yes, I have seen that one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I love that one. That was the first one I'd ever saw. And yes, it has tribute to Greg because you saw her pants off. She was.
I thought it was going to be that damn doll they put in Kevin's office.
The third one.
Was that based on the full movie Lights Out, or was the full movie based on that?
Well, that's funny too, because a lot of people told me since that the movie Lights Out is very similar to the little short that we just saw.
Yeah, it's the same thing with where flip the lights on and off, you can see the ghost girl coming at you.
Yep. So, but they've done other ones. I found one that Greg might want.
No, stop.
After my mother had passed away, and I was up at my sister's the first time seeing her after, mom had passed and everything, and we were staying up late in the living room, just the two of us, and we were talking, and it was like midnight, and my sister says, God, I think I'm getting tired. Maybe I'll go to bed. And as she said that, now we were sitting on the couch together, nowhere near the TV remote, nowhere near the light switch on the wall. The lights went out and the TV went off at the same time.
I'd be screaming and running through the house.
Now, we sat there and we just started laughing after we were like, what the hell? We started laughing because my mother would do that. My mother would be like, it's time to go to bed. Let's go. Come on, get up. You guys are up too late. You're going to keep everybody up late. Even on holidays when we were all together, she'd be like, that's it. Come on, let's go. And she would turn off the lights in the TV and I'd be like, Mom, no, I'm not ready to go to bed. Mom did that every time. So we know it was her. We laughed so hard and yeah.
Annie,
okay, Mom. Okay.
Annie, slide closer.
So that stuff doesn't scare me.
Right over here.
It's a trap.
It's okay, honey. I'm here. I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. after the first time I ever saw that, I got reminded of how horror films back in the day were so good. You didn't have something you really saw to scare you. They messed with your mind more than anything else. And I think that's what made them so great at being
Dog
scary.
soldiers.
The Haunting,
man.
the original Haunting in what, 63 or something?
Yes, with what's his name? Vincent Price.
Yep.
No, that's the House on Haunted Hill.
Oh, that's the House on
The
Haunted Hill.
Haunting
That's
is
right.
with Julie Harris
Yeah.
and Clara Bloom and
Dom DeLuise, and there were a whole bunch of people from the Love Boat on it.
It's the
but
prequel.
seriously, that is probably one of the best. You don't ever see anything; they imply. Now there's a scene where she's laying there, and she's in bed. Well, she thinks it's in bed, and something is squeezing her hand. And come to find out, she's
Not
clear
me.
across the room. The other girl's on the other side, and she says, "Who's holding my hand?" I saw that when, good Lord, I was about maybe 5 or 6. To this day, and I'm not telling you my age, I have to have my hand under my pillow. It terrified me so bad.
I'm the same way with that one horror movie. Steve Martin is in bed with John Candy, and he says, "Where's your other hand?" He says, "Between two pillows."
Those aren't pillows. Yes.
I'm the same way.
Yes. I love that. Yep. That was a good one. I loved that.
I think Wolfie finally fell asleep. Oh,
yeah.
No, I'm here.
He's there.
Coffee kicked in again. There she is.
I'm listening.
Well,
I
what
found
I
a new movie
did,
to watch.
huh?
Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare Alley. That actually sounds familiar.
It's in the theaters now. It's from Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, I love his work.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
his
he's
work.
good.
This
He's
looks
very
cool.
good.
Is Alley a person, or is it a place to walk through?
Place to walk through, I'm assuming, from what I've seen in
Okay.
the trailer. But there's a whole bunch of cool people in this. Ron Perlman, Kate Blanchett, Bradley Cooper, William Dafoe. Sorry, I didn't mean to sideline that one.
You did too. Don't
Jake,
lie.
what are you putting like Willem Dafoe and stuff in your next movie?
Yeah.
You know, I've reached out to him multiple times. Haven't heard back yet, but I'm, fingers are still crossed.
Well, I mean, you got to remember he just did Spider-Man, so he might need a little break.
I was about to say, I think I caught him at a bad time.
Right.
Well, just a cameo.
Yeah, just, like 10-second cameo, because that's all I could probably afford.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, get Machete.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He'll
There you go.
film anything as long as you pay him to be there.
Yep.
Which is true. He
I'll
says
just-
that.
Yeah, I'll just get him to, as they're driving by real quick, just to, wave his hand out the
Slice the
window,
head
and
off.
that'll be it. Yeah. It'll be officially credited as Willem Dafoe, ... hand.
I had buddies of mine years and years and years ago. I'll probably mess up the exact details of the story, but they had bid at an auction on the last known footage of John Carradine.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like just a throwaway B-reel of him standing by a campfire, and they bought it and put it into their horror movie so they could say starring John Carradine in his last movie. And all it is, they just keep cutting away to the same shot of him in a fire going. That's it, over and over again. It's brilliant.
That's genius.
What was the one movie they did? It was something about like I can't remember, but they had some big name porn star at the very beginning and kill her off like really fast.
Well, they do
Scream?
something like that in Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember being in that movie.
No, well, let's see. If I go look up the credits for Swanky Yum Yums, but yeah. with the holidays here, we have all these different ways people celebrate and the traditions, and I've been learning some new ones over time, and how they're similar and different at the same time. For example, in certain countries, Christmas isn't on the 25th; it's on January 7th.
Really?
I expect
Why is
ZZ to
that?
know this already, so that's why I could tell why he's being quiet on that. So the answer to you, Greg, is this: the the original calendar, the Julian calendar. Somebody did some kind of math and realized that it was off by like 12 hours. So okay, around this time, they said, well, we're going to switch to the new calendar, which is the Gregorian calendar, the one we use now. In the original, the time that they figured was January 7th. Well, there are certain traditions that decide to keep it on that date regardless. And so you end up getting the two, but it's the same celebration for the same purpose, not for the man in red, but
This sounds like one of those Neil deGrasse Tyson things. Like
no.
Pluto's no longer a planet, or Brontosaurus isn't a Brontosaurus, it's two different dinosaurs. Oh, no, wait, now it's a Brontosaurus again. That's what it sounds like to me.
But you're completely glossing over Krampus.
Oh, I didn't put Krampus in that one.
That one's important.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, there's other traditions. Like in Italy, they have one called Befana. Seriously,
I think I took her to prom. Who is that?
I bet you did. This is a real. Let's see. Hold on.
Zizi, is that a Marvel Easter egg you have behind you? Or are you trying to tell us something?
Oh, he's my buddy.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you were giving us a clue.
There's always a clue. But did you see the other buddy?
I can't make that one out.
A zombie.
Zombie She-Hulk? That's what it looks like to me.
Mhm.
Well, he doesn't have any boobs, so it's kind of hard for him to be a She-Hulk, but it's just a
Wow.
Just a zombie.
Ooh.
Dabbing, though. I like a dabbing zombie.
Right?
Oh wow.
Finger zombie.
And now because you showed it to Kevin, it's haunted. Good luck.
Yeah, you're gonna have zombies, zombie dolls next, Kevin.
Oh, well, it's in there in the den, but I do have one that looks kind of like a zombie-ish doll that somebody had painted up before I got it.
I
don't think
remember.
it's haunted.
Yeah, didn't you have some that were really creepy looking, like looked like somebody used for like satanic worship or something?
Yeah, yes, those actually were that's Anne and Alice, the witch dolls, as I call them, and they came from Shropshire, England, and they did in the 80s belong to a woman practicing black magic who mysteriously died one night after neighbors saw lights flashing from her house.
Yeah.
And they said she was a very scary woman, so people didn't really have anything to do with her. But the next morning, they decided to go check on her and found her dead in the house. All these cats are running around, and she had all this junk. And in the room where she was, there was an altar and some kind of thing she'd drawn on the floor probably for her black magic. And out of all the stuff, the two dolls were laying there. They're painted up gray and grotesque and bloody eyes. One of them's got black eyes, the other's got bloody eyes.
Nice.
And these were just normal dolls she painted up, and she wrote the names of the victims on the back. She was trying to use them as revenge dolls, according to the story. Jane, I can't remember her last name, who's a paranormal investigator in England. She used to own that haunted doll Peggy, and she's been on a couple of Travel Channel shows. but she had them first, and she's the one that shared the story. And I got to tell you, though, after I got them, I was told that they had a lot of energy. They weren't bad because the little spirits, there's two little girls attached to them. And when the witch tried to use it as revenge dolls, she wouldn't allow it, or they wouldn't allow her to do it.
Right.
So supposedly she cursed the dolls, but I don't believe that. Because I've had them and nothing bad's happened. But I will say they are very energetic because I had a gathering in my house one night about a month after I got them, and on one side of the house the lights would go out and come back on, and then the other side of the house would go out and come back on. The TV, which was a satellite TV at the time, kept going out like the old cable ones would go to snow. It kept doing that. It's like, this is a satellite, it shouldn't be doing that. And one of my guests was an electrician, so he goes marching in the garage thinking he's going to find the problem. He refused to believe there was any ghosts, and he came back puzzled. He couldn't find any electrical problem. And I did a spirit box after one of my clearest spirit box and longest spirit box responses I've gotten was from those dolls. I was doing a session, and my silly cat ran through on the shelf where the dolls were and knocked some things off. And I'm recording, so I marked the recording by saying that was not paranormal. That's my cat, Maddie. And on the spirit box, you hear a little girl, a little British voice say, "Look what you did, you cat." That blew my mind. And it's out there on my YouTube channel. It's what you have to go search for because that was 5 or 6 years ago. But since then, they've been pretty quiet. I think they've calmed down. But that was creepy. I mean, I don't like to look at the back under the dress to see those names. It's kind of creepy to know a witch was actually trying to use these dolls to curse somebody, and now I have them. And that just brings a kind of a chill to one's spine when you think about that.
It's a little disturbing. I don't like to do haunted dolls. I've seen Annabelle, and then I had a case I consulted on with a haunted doll in North Carolina, and they tried to send me the doll because they were terrified of it, and I wouldn't have it. Just would not do it.
What? Come on. You would love one of those.
See, I have objects from haunted locations. I've got door plates from the darkest place I've ever been to. But I actually had a friend give it to me, and ever since I got those, I had some really bad activity for a little while. And then I had a psychic. It's from an old mental institution where supposedly up to like 50,000 people die, but I haven't found records of that. But I gave it to a psychic. Didn't tell him what it was, just told him, hey, someone gave this to me from a hospital. What do you think? And the psychic took them and then threw them back to me and said, you need to destroy these. These are pure evil. And I was like, nice. And her theory is that whatever dark entity is, holding the human spirits hostage at that mental institution, because supposedly there was top tier satanic rituals and summoning stuff done there. And her theory was that whatever dark entities are there and were summoned, they can actually teleport wherever objects from that building go to.
Hell no.
Yeah, so ever since then, I did an investigation with them where I had the spirit box, had the K2 after she told me this, and I've never got anything, but I did take them on an investigation with me to a location I've never gotten anything before, and it could be coincidence, but it was a lot more active than usual, and I did have some darker stuff happen, so that's something that remains to be seen. But yeah, I don't like to mess with haunted dolls or anything like that.
I don't blame you.
Could not do it.
I don't blame you. I knew about a guy who he kept thinking his house was haunted. He had watched he watched or heard, I think he watched or heard a show, I can't remember, about spirits seeing him in the bathroom. And so he was paranoid. No, wait. Now, I know what Renee's thinking already, but this is what he had heard. One day he comes into his bathroom and the toilet paper is pulled down off of the.
This is funny.
Well,
yeah, it is.
Well, now wait. He puts it back. And he goes out and he comes back probably a couple hours later to use the restroom, and same thing. This toilet paper is just sprawled out.
They were anticipating.
Yeah, right. And I mean, he's getting frustrated. So finally, one day he puts up a camera in there, right on the toilet paper to see what's going on. And he finally caught the evidence. His cat was going in and playing with the toilet paper. Yep.
Yeah, but they do watch. They can watch. You just have to stay no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
See,
Greg?
It is well documented. It is well documented. And I mention it all the time on the Funky Wear Pig that my bathroom is haunted.
Mm-hmm.
And I had past tense a psychic friend who would love to call me up and torture me and tell me,
Who is that?
do you know that ghosts watch you when you make? That's when
Who
they all
would-
gather up.
Who would say something like that, Greg?
Who would torture somebody? I haven't
That's just
I haven't-
mean.
I haven't had a movement since 1974.
Yeah, you have. That's why
there we
you.
go.
That's why you go to Walmart and use all their bathrooms all the time.
Hey now.
Yeah.
It's the only safe zone.
Yeah.
Hey, there might be ghosts in that
I did
bathroom
have,
too.
Don't
It's
worry.
the self-flush.
If the ghost didn't see you doing the business, Santa Claus did.
I'm not getting anything anyway. But
I'm
the best one
so-
was on the Funky Wear Pig. I actually had a psychic ghost investigator come through the house,
Mm-hmm.
and I told him about my haunted bathroom, and that was the famous quote that I always hear that people throw back at me all the time. He was a good Southern gentleman, and he's walking through and he's picking up energies here and energies there, and finally he goes, "Is this the bathroom you're talking about?" I said, "Yeah. That's the bathroom that they watch. You know, they all pull up a front row seat. Oh, Greg." And he stands there for a while and just goes, "That's your problem. You got Satan in the shitter." So, like, I go in that bathroom. I don't use it, but I go in like once a week and pour some holy water in there and flush it. That's the best I'm gonna do. But yeah, that was an actual reading that I got.
Well, they watch us do everything.
Stop it.
Mhm.
I'm
Yes,
serious.
they do.
They
There's
do.
some things I
I
still
mean,
like doing. Stop! Don't take those away from me.
that's why you have to set up your boundaries.
Boundaries. What are
How
those?
can I when someone flies Spirit Airlines, comes through the astral plane, and taps me on the shoulder at night and goes, "Mwah, they're all here," and then leaves?
Now, who would do that?
Apparently,
I don't know.
spirits.
Who would do that.
Zombie would.
Yeah, Zizi would.
Totally.
That'd be cool if Zombies Act came over. We'd party. That'd be fun. Because of Kevin.
Now, here's a serious question. Have you guys ever remembered at night, going in the astral plane and seeing, because we all astral project at night. Have you remembered seeing each other or anything like that up there?
Nope.
Really?
More
I
importantly,
have not,
EW,
surprisingly.
why am I away from Annie?
He's gonna play more
I had
horror
one
stuff.
request, EW. Thank you.
He's playing musical squares.
He's afraid to be next to me.
And yeah, put Renee further away and move Jake closer.
I
Okay.
scared him.
She's
Thank
closer
you.
now. That doesn't help. Put her where Jake is. Swap her. I like Jake.
Do I
Jake,
scare you? Do I scare you?
every damn day?
I am not a bad person.
Hey,
You are the
wanna
reason
know-
I bought this.
Yeah,
Boogie
I
Woogie
resemble
Jesus.
that. I resemble that.
Okay. Let me.
Your sponsors to go love this.
Right.
I'm not scary.
She's not scary. She's
He's
very
not
lovely.
scary.
You're that
Let
weird
me-
combo of scary and huggable. I don't know how
I'm-
you do it.
I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Don't watch the chair. It's a trap.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, Kevin, you want to tell us about this one?
Yeah, my friend Kayleen, this is her house, I believe. She's collected a lot of haunted things since she lives in a haunted house. So, gosh, she's just blowing herself up with paranormal. They've had a lot of issues in that house. Her husband had a bad fall a few weeks ago and had to go in the hospital. So,
Oh my.
they might have attracted something negative in there. I'm not sure yet. He said he felt shoved off of I don't know if it was on a ladder or something he was on.
Oh wow.
And is this the same one that has the haunted collection that we were talking about, where you can actually see the boy doll arm move?
Oh no, that was my friend Cherie in Georgia. That's a different person.
It's a different one. Okay, so another one. Okay, so here we go. Let's check out what they're looking at. It says, watch the chair.
There.
Yeah.
It jumps forward. Oh, that keeps coming.
Need a lift?
Robots.
Wow.
It made me think. I wondered, is it the chair or the doll sitting in the chair?
You know, that's a good question. When
Did you see the
look at
sheet
this-
behind it move?
No, I didn't. Let me put it back.
Ow!
Swanky's hiding his eyes.
Love the sound effects.
No, the sheet does not move. Or the
Well, give
curtain.
it a sec. I saw it move a little bit.
Lower,
Maybe I'm
lower
just
section
old.
moves behind the wheel.
Okay.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah.
It
I
moved.
think it's because it's pixelating from the
It was like
beginning.
the-
It might
like the
be.
breeze
So you
blew
can
it
see
away.
how it blurs.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I'm
as
not
it
wearing
gets-
my glasses.
Oh, you're running it again. That's not cool.
Yeah, I don't see the movement on the curtain at all. And
No,
now,
I see it. I see the spirit.
oh, you see a spirit. I'm looking for the curtain movement. I'm not looking for the spirit.
Right there, it looks like it kind of billows a little bit, or it might be the pixelation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because when you get that awkward pixelation, you don't.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't quite show. So like there was times I went back on a few of the videos with you where you were a guest and you might have a little awkward moment where we get the pixelation going on, and it would look like the doll moved, but it wasn't. It was the trying to adjust, and you get that pixelation. And
Or was it?
yeah, because I was all my wife come into the room. What are you doing? Looking at a doll?
I think
whole
haunted
different
dolls are the
conversation.
coolest.
Yeah, it's not that kind of doll, honey.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to look at that because I've seen some great footage over the years that. Well, we shared one. I think Greg and Renee were on for that one, where the investigator had somebody behind him. Remember that one?
I do. Yep.
Scared the snot out of people, which interestingly enough was not. I wonder, can I get that? Do I still have that one?
You should.
Give
I
me a
don't have
moment.
it.
Let's take a look and see what I got. Opening my TLB Cafe files.
I just want to remind everybody, when you come watch the Return of the Funky Werepig radio show on Christmas Day, it's going to be happy stuff. None of the scary stuff.
Ow.
Oh, come on now. We like scary stuff.
Right?
Dude, that doll looks pretty happy.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
I don't have any books around here.
Hey guys, it's Hansel Santiago, and you listen to TMV Cafe Radio, baby, the hottest radio station in the
Not what I thought. Yeah, dolls. Here we go. Nope, I don't have it in there anymore.
Do you have a private file only for dolls?
Well, actually, what I have is I
How
have
far does
several.
this obsession go?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we get this nice little show of ZZ's dolls. And somewhere tonight, he's going to wake up and one of those dolls is going to be laying next to him.
I hope it's the duck.
Sergeant Ducky. He
His,
really
name is,
does.
his rank is lieutenant, and he gave his life for his country.
Yeah, I thought he didn't give a pluck.
He thought they were all quacks.
Yeah.
Are we going to be showing our toys? I mean, I got.
Yeah.
I
No. I don't want to hear about your doing.
Yeah, no. I'm not doing that one.
Trust me.
No.
EW, you know me better than that. Hold on.
Oh, dear God.
It's paranormal after dark.
Right?
Actually.
Oh.
Congratulations, this is now age restricted.
Hey,
Oh, boy.
that's what I go for.
Couldn't wait another half hour till after 11.
Well, okay, so I collect, what are those called?
Don't ask me that.
Funko Pops.
Okay.
Oh.
I got Hannibal Lecter, my daughter gave me.
Oh.
It looks like every 1-year-old I've ever seen in my life.
Right, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it doesn't
Blue
look like
meanie.
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh,
have a
do you
blue
want me
meanie?
to turn my computer over to my shelves? They're full of them.
Yes, do it. I dare you. I
He
double dare
challenges
you.
you. He
Well, I don't
challenges
know.
you.
I bet you I got something that nobody's got. Hold on.
Oh,
I bet
okay.
you you're right.
If I can reach it.
Ooh, look at ZZ's collection.
Oh, ZZ's just flexing mad muscle now.
Right?
You can't. No, not against a guy like ZZ. You can't. Spider Ham? Was that Spider Ham?
Spider
Remind
Pig?
me.
Oh, okay. Well, I could do that. It's kind of a mess over there.
This would be a flex off.
No, because you won't see me doing that.
Nope.
I mean, if I did that, it would just be old cameras and haunted objects. So
Right?
That's still cool.
I got a Quasimodo doll.
Oh.
Nice.
That's very
Nice.
I don't remember posing for that.
Yes, you did. You weren't
I don't
awake.
think you did. Oh, yeah.
I
Well, there's
wasn't awake.
the Hunchback.
When you were
That's
sleeping,
one of my favorite
EWS.
movies of all time.
Yep.
Yeah? Oh, I have to know, why is it one of your favorite movies?
it's autobiographical for him.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but his face sure rang a bell.
Ooh. The basket and the foul. That was good. No, I love the story. I love the twisted character plots. I think Charles Lofton is amazing in it, and I think the ending is heartbreaking.
I don't want to talk about it.
See, to me, it would be another Rudolph. It was, they were against him.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they were against him the whole time. They didn't all of a sudden like him because some fog rolled in.
Right.
I mean, they wanted to out him the whole time, and then he's just out there with the gargoyles, and he that classic line, why was I not made of stone like you? Oh, look, I'm tearing up again.
There, buddy.
So, Greg, let me ask you a simple question. Why did the cow cross the road?
Knowing you, let me guess. Okay, knowing you, he was on the move.
No, the grass was greener on the other side.
Wah, 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 wah.
I'll take the check now, and I'll cover all this. Yeah.
You don't
Ready
get
to go.
it, Greg.
Where's Annie?
Ah!
Over
Are you
there.
afraid?
Why did you move her so far away? Look how close I am to Renee, and look where Annie is.
It's done intentionally, of course.
Is that better?
Yeah,
I'm Paul Lynn.
see?
Now I'm Paul Lynn. Google.
All you need now is, isn't that special?
Special?
Very few people are going to know what that was.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
Church lady.
But no, so it's the end of the year. Now, Greg doesn't celebrate New Year's this time. No.
It is not the end of the year.
Yeah. When do you celebrate your New Year's?
When it should be celebrated.
Okay.
May 4th.
I have been trying to do this movement for years now because it's logical that I have moved New Year's to March 31st and April 1st. That's New Year's Eve and New Year's, because I want my New Year's to actually have a change where it's bright and green and happy and animals are doing it everywhere. And it's just a much nicer thing. One of the reasons the world's so miserable is because you have an ugly December 31st, goes into an ugly January 1st, and you've got the two worst months, January and February, to begin every year. No wonder everyone's in a crappy mood. No.
Unless animals are doing it.
Yeah.
They're
Unless animals are doing it.
celebrating.
Yeah, if you're doing it to keep warm in the winter, that makes sense. But
So
It saves
But
on
you gotta-
heating cost.
you got to move. You got to move the whole thing. You got to move the whole thing. I do a whole a dissertation on this. I've toured the nation, giving speeches about this. I hope to speak before the Supreme Court sometime this year to get it moved.
I
It's time.
agree with you. I hate
It's time.
January. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
there's no-
such a build up to all this. And then
You're just
you get
coming
dead.
off of Christmas. How many holidays do you need in a couple weeks? You know, just celebrate. Just celebrate. You've got all these holidays all throughout November and December, and then you got to throw in one more. No, just
Yeah,
go out and
well,
get drunk. You don't need
yeah.
an excuse to go get drunk. It's winter. Just go get drunk.
But
You
you
don't need
made
to
the
do-
perfect point. It's goes from one crappy day into the next. Well, hey, that's why they're all toasted.
And that's fine. And you can do that. There's a whole bunch of crappy days after crappy days all throughout January and February. Do it every day. I think I applaud you. But no, you gotta move New Year's. Here's a little trivia question for you, EW.
All right.
Because one of the arguments I get from people is you can't change like a million years worth of history.
Yes, I can.
Do you know when the original New Year's was not where it is now? It was on.
No, it wasn't.
It was at the end of March. It was
Yeah.
at the end of March. It was changed. We were already colonies. We adapted it for some unknown reason. But yeah, so it's really only like, I think it's like 250 something years, 270 years.
I would love to say you were right.
I have an aunt who's a nun who is that old, 270 years. So
Yeah.
it's within her lifetime.
The original New Year's actually was January 14th.
There we go. Thank you.
According to
Google.
who?
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar moved it and that was don't even get me started. There's a whole, and then what happened to him? What happened? He got stabbed 97 times. That's how much people hated his idea.
That's true.
Ides of March.
But that would be the 12 hours that they were talking about in the difference, the 97 stabs.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fascinating. There's a whole thing you can do research on of why between the church and misinterpretations of the Bible and things, they tried to move things different ways, and then just being stubborn when they looked at the camera and went, "Oh, this doesn't add up at all."
Yeah.
And then it's fine.
I want to know who the mathematician is that said, okay, 12 hours is going to equal to 14 days. Well,
they were on Mercury.
Yeah, obviously their finest work.
Yeah.
I just even with the I have all kinds of things about the past and whatever about it and fun facts, but regardless of the past, just moving forward, wouldn't you rather go out on March 31st, scream Happy New Year's, and wake up in the morning and the sun is out and it's a longer day and the grass is green? That's the kind of year I want. That's where I want my year to start.
But it might be snowing for some of us.
Yeah,
where are you living? That's the worst April Fool's joke ever. If you're waking up and there's a ton of snow on April 1st.
Hey,
oh, we've had it.
I've had it.
I know you've had it, Renee. You've had it.
I know I've had it too.
Same.
Okay.
So
well, you're Canada.
That's right.
So here's a question. What do you think about this weather we've been having in the States lately?
Whiplash weather.
What do you think about that?
Do you think
have you ever heard of a tornado going 200 miles?
No.
And the fact that it did so much damage, and they have yet to determine what size of tornado that was.
So here's this conspiracy theorist saying that was man-made.
Oh, for goodness sake!
Just like Texas was last year. Yep.
No, yeah, oh yeah. If it was man-made, I want to kick the dude's butt who put all the snow at my door.
We sold years ago. We sold HARP to China, right?
So what?
Oh, yeah. You got to explain HARP because you throw people off with that. Ooh, Wolfie was just
HARP is basically weather manipulation.
Yeah,
they can manipulate the weather.
Yeah,
there was a movie came out a couple years called Geostorm.
It was started in Alaska, and we sold it to China, and China manipulates their weather all the time. But see, when I time traveled 3 years ago into the future, I saw these explosions that looked like they were nuclear bombs, but they weren't nuclear bombs. There was a lot of electricity running through them, and they were laser beam created. So what was the Navy just testing out just past week? They were testing out these laser beam use that they're going to be using for warfare.
I know that the original plan for HARP, for those who want to know what HARP stands for, is HAARP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's old age AARP. Sorry. So it's high frequency active aerial research program. That's what HARP stands for. And at one time, I remember discussing this, and they said that they were going to do like a laser grid over certain areas that would control weather, that would be able to alter it, make it hotter, make it colder, provide rain. And the idea was so they could do it for drought-given areas. That was the plan originally. So they could like seed clouding?
Yep.
Cloud
and
seed.
China does it a lot to cut down on their air pollution and to break it up so they can see a little bit more sunlight, especially on times when they have what do you call it? When they have like something special going on and they want the weather to be good, they will use the HARP. But HARP can be used anywhere for anything.
Yeah. Well, right now the major study of it is in the University of Alaska.
No, they sold it. They sold it to China.
Well, they better update their page.
Really?
Yeah, because I still have it on their website. What was the question, Greg?
Was it on eBay? Where they?
No, it was on
I would like to
Kijiji.
place a bid.
Yeah,
It's on Kijiji.
I mean, I'm just curious because of this odd weather and stuff that we've been having, and with everything that's going on.
Well, here's a funny thing. Okay, what do they do for the Farmer's Almanac? How do they make those predictions?
Right.
Mostly through what they've seen over amount of
Many years.
time.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And so
Statistical probability.
Exactly. Okay, so what just happened weather-wise for us with that weird snowstorm and ice storm? The reason Texas is panicking is because the Farmer's Almanac says, guess what? It's coming again.
Yep.
And it's going to be bad.
Yeah, and it's going to be just as bad, if not worse, than this one we just had.
And you still don't have any snow cleaning equipment.
No, we don't. Not in my part.
Might want to invest with all that money from the oil.
Right?
Yeah, right. I'd rather invest in some generators so they don't put us out in the cold again.
Put a couple of jumper lines going across the border.
Yeah, there we go.
Same thing.
Yeah. Hey, you want to stay warm? Here, ride this bicycle real quick.
Oh, I saw that episode.
No, but I mean, if you ask me about the weather and the things that are happening, I can go biblical and tell you, yes, this is some things that would be happening and we could maybe be there. But since we don't know a time of that, we can't say that.
Right.
So the
weather does weird things.
Exactly. The weather's unpredictable. I love these guys that stand up and say, oh, it's not going to snow over here. Or it's not going to rain over here. And while they're saying that, it's freaking pouring down.
Right.
Well, it's the best job to have.
Yeah, because if you're wrong, you don't get fired.
Well, I know that we're in the grand solar minimum.
If you say we're going to get 20 feet of snow tomorrow, and everyone panics and goes and gets their milk and stocks up the fridge and calls in, to work.
Yeah,
and then the next day you don't get 20 feet of snow. Who's pissed off? You go, oh, thank God we didn't get 20 feet of snow.
Well, eBay is not pissed off because now you're trying to sell your toilet paper on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I can't even get my toilet paper to roll the right way.
See, it's funny. I work at a radio station, and part of my job is to report the weather. So it's always a blast trying to do that, even though I have no experience with it whatsoever.
Oh.
And so, I used to grow up, hating the meteorologist for getting it wrong. And here I am doing the same exact thing.
Karma.
So I have more of an appreciation, for meteorologists now and the crap that they have to put up with.
Okay,
it's hard. It's got to be hard.
It is hard. And I'll show you why. Because here's one of the programs that I use for my weather. And as you can see, so what you get is the purple is the coldest. It's like 20 degrees below. Okay.
Weird.
Then as it continues,
same idea as a thermal.
Yeah, I'm using the thermal one. So, and of course, what you see, the movements are actual wind movements. So this helps me also determine where, like, these are counterclockwise, so they're low pressure systems, which means they can produce more rain and bring in different things. So in this point right now, though, I wouldn't watch that. It's this one that I would watch, which is a high pressure system. And by the time it gets closer to the United States, it's going to continue pulling the cold down. But
I can see Annie's house.
Yeah, you can. I love this. But as you can see right now, Denver, Colorado, -2 degrees currently.
They can keep it.
Yeah, let's see. Since my sister's talking about there right now, Spokane, Washington, -6.
They can keep that shit.
Oh wait.
Yeah, they can keep it.
You know what? Hold on. This is on Celsius.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that Celsius or metric?
Yeah, that's Celsius. I forgot about that.
Good.
Sorry.
Grief.
You're back. Yeah.
You're fired.
21.
Jake, don't feel so bad now. Jake,
Yeah,
exactly.
I never felt bad.
Living evidence.
Everybody's warming up all of a sudden. Woo.
Yeah, that was a quick. See, look what you did.
Yeah, so different.
Everybody's in a better mood.
They can still keep that shit.
Yeah, well, currently it's 71 degrees where I'm at.
You can push
32 here.
You can push that heat up.
Well, let's look at you for a second, Pam.
No, let's not.
43
She's right there.
Look what's knocking on your doorstep.
That's why I said you need to push that shit up so we can
It
get
looks like
the warm.
Smurf gas.
You know, it's that green gas that EW was always talking about.
Yes, the green gas in New York. Let's look. New York. The Smurfs are messing with you.
Yeah, we've got some bad weather coming in. Well, winter. We're under a winter weather advisory for tomorrow.
Right. What does that mean, Jake?
So we're going to have snow tomorrow, basically.
Jake, what does that mean when it's a winter weather advisory? Why all
That
the
means
fancy
you
words?
have to stand by and be
Bundle up.
advised. Winter weather is on the way, essentially.
Yeah.
Like I said, I studied no weather whatsoever.
Yesterday it was 62.
But you're
Today
as
it was-
accurate as anybody else, Jake. You've got this.
See, my favorite thing is when I'm on radio. I'm standing in the studio. Typically, I'm, on Saturday, so I'm in there by myself. So if I get anything wrong, there's no one to answer to. And I'll report like rain. And I'll be like, please God, let there not be rain when I walk outside. So I'll walk outside. It's on the university campus. And, it won't be rain. I'm like, oh, crap. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not raining. I don't have to drive in the rain. But if it is raining, I'm the only guy that's like, oh, thank God, rain. And everyone is picking up the biggest stone they can find.
You win either way. If it doesn't rain, people are happy. If it does rain, you were accurate.
Yeah. The only reason I would want something like harp in my possession is so I could boost my own ego. Hey, best weatherman there is. It'd be like that X-Files episode.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question for you. What is aerial flooding? Isn't that just rain?
I mean, that's what I
When
always
a
figured
Disney
it was.
princess wets herself.
Oh, wow. Great.
I mean, because I laughed. Why don't they just say rain anymore? You're expected to get aerial flooding.
I always figured it was
about
Angel's Morning.
What was that?
I always figured it was Angel's Morning, just like a group of them crying
There
over
you go.
something. And,
There you go.
Oh, I like that.
I like that. That's a good one.
Can we network while we're here and just start doing favors? It's the season. We all just heard that Jake goes into this radio station every Saturday by himself. Kevin, can you send him one of your dolls?
I'm good.
I can send one of these.
Jake.
Yeah.
One of these automated dolls over here. Its eyes move.
Yeah, they're already on me because I told them the studio was haunted, and they're like, "Oh no, no, you're not bringing that here."
But it's a beautiful addition to the environment.
It is. That's what I told them, but they said they weren't paying for an extra person to be there.
Good point. Good point.
That makes sense.
That sounds like a
It does.
corporate line.
It is. Well, I mean, you gotta have your butt covered, right? From living employees and I guess ghost employees.
Yeah, well, they're going to get contractor status soon with Uber, aren't they?
Well, you would think.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
just
so.
love like an old, like the Darby O'Gill, that old hearse. I would get that on Uber.
A friend of mine,
I would
actually, that's her
do
driving
that.
car is a hearse.
Oh, nice. I know a few people that drive old hearses.
Right. Those things would be cool as hell to drive around all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't get in one.
I would. I'd ride down in the back for fun.
Hey, there's people dying to get in those hearses.
If you go to Savannah, in Savannah, they do ghost tours in a hearse where you get in and they drive you around.
Really?
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
My friends have a hearse, and they have it all decked out and stuff, and I love going in it. And they say nobody can go in it, nobody touch anything, but I go in. And I play with the skeletons of the dogs and all that, It's fun stuff.
Are they
It's
real or
called Toe
fake?
Tagger.
It's called what?
Rebel. You're a rebel.
Toe Tagger. That's
Toe
the
Tagger.
license plate. Yeah. Toe Tagger. They do all these events and everything and car shows with it, and it's pretty cool. It's got like purple lights underneath it that flash, and yeah, it's really cool.
Like a hoopty.
Yeah, cool stuff.
All right, let's do something I've never done before.
That's not possible.
I got to tap out on this already.
Yeah,
Hey.
same.
Okay, so we have all these wonderful YouTube pages that we can talk about. Let's start with the number one, TMV Cafe, which has not so many subscribers, but a lot of people who pay attention. And then
Who are they?
Huh?
Who are they?
Don't know who they are. One day we'll figure it out. But if you like the show, please click, subscribe so you can check out all the others. But now I want to talk about some new ones. The Funky Werepig, which is actually promoted on our page. The Magic Farmers Incorporated.
Good old Magic Farmers, yeah.
Right?
Who are those two guys? Can you pull up that picture?
I wish I could. If I click that, I get...
You get the actual channel.
This channel doesn't have any content. What in the world?
What?
It should.
It's got content.
Go to videos.
Yeah.
I probably have to click on videos.
Yeah.
Angelic Comfort.
Ooh.
Stupid O'Clock. And Greg, this one you would love. This is our boy Joe Dog.
Oh, Joe Dog.
Yeah.
Southern Fried Trainwreck.
Yep. And then of course Chef Nedra Harris from Hell's Kitchen.
Ah.
So yeah.
You're missing one.
Who?
Dracula's Winky.
Is that a page?
There's a page.
No way.
Yes.
Dracula's Winky was classic.
I know, right?
Where's the chat?
We were,
Where's the chat?
dude. When you think about it, we were doing episodic podcasts way before anybody even knew what
Links
that
in the
was.
chat, AW.
Okay.
That was episodic podcast prime.
I'll be doggone. Yep, there is. Dracula's Winky.
I don't even want to know.
Yes, you do. That shit was the shiznit.
Yeah.
Was that
So
kind
we
of like
click
Magic
subscribe.
Farm?
Yeah. I'll have to get in and do ours and change it so we can put it in there. But yeah, Dracula's Winky. Oh.
Dracula's Winky. Okay.
Oh, and another one that you missed.
Renee.
What happened to Renee?
There I am.
Her hand pops out, and then
I
Renee
went into the chat room and then I lost everything trying to get back.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, what is everybody's plans for the holidays?
Nothing.
Try
Time
not
with
to
family.
work.
Just eating and
Cookies?
yeah, family.
Cookies. Yeah.
I got to get a show out the door by next Thursday for the Funky Werepig. Then I've got to get the Christmas special out to you by Friday, and then I'm going to hibernate. I will see you guys in March in time for New Year.
So
Are
where
you sure?
pigs hibernate, huh?
I didn't
This
know
one
that.
does.
That's why this show is so informative.
That's right. The more you
Now we
know.
know.
But I gotta see because I know you, and I know you, and I know you. I definitely know you. But I'm so happy because in the spirit of the season, I made 2 new friends tonight who I never knew before this evening. And
Yeah,
then
same with me.
2 things, friends. 2 things. It's so cool to meet Jake and to meet Kevin, and now I got to visit their stuff and find out all about all the cool things they do, and maybe party on the Funky Werepig.
Ooh,
So
that's always
that's
fun.
so cool. So making new friends is always cool. But may I put out the true catalyst of the season, and that is the big dude who brings us all together. Do you realize how many people all meet each other, know each other, and do all the stuff they do and get promoted because of EW?
Yep.
No, is there a number in there?
Infinity?
What happened? Oh my God.
Wait, I was thinking you were going to say a number.
117.
No, I have
Right?
no, I have no number because I can't count that high. EW, you bring people together. That's what you do. If
Yes.
you had like a job description or a life goal, whether you know it or not, you bring people together. You know who I have right before we take a break. In fact, the first time I interviewed Casey Lansdale was when I was on TMV Cafe.
Yeah.
When we take a January break, so our last show for the season or whatever is coming up in the end of January. Which, by the way, I need you to come on and do morning coffee with me, EW.
Yes.
Because we have the Women in Blues.
Yes.
You introduced me to Michelle, and Michelle has introduced me to a whole bunch of other people who I have on the show, and they all are these beautiful musical artists that come on and supply music for the show, and they have their own kickbuck things. And if you draw it all the way back, it all goes to the same dude.
Yep.
Well, now you get Jake that does great films and is working on more. And if you want the weather, he can give that to you too.
I can try.
And then you get Kevin, who has some of the best haunted dolls I've seen around so far.
And 2 books.
In 2 books, yes.
I've got
So
about
here we go.
12 books. I just only have a few of them here. Here's another one I didn't flash.
Oh yes,
Oh, what is that
Crimson.
one?
We got to remember that one. I forgot about that one. Yes.
I think I got that.
Yeah.
Wait
Okay,
a
so
minute.
here we go.
Yeah, I went and got a couple of these things. The well, last time you were on my fire, my daughter gave me.
Oh.
Okay, ready? 2-minute shameless plug, starting with Greg.
I don't use a plug.
Ooh.
And he'll be here all week, folks.
That's the word pig for you.
Yeah.
No, just go to Funky Werepig on YouTube. I'm sure if you just type it in any kind of Google search, I'm the only funky of the werepigs. I'm sure there's like thousands of them. I'm the only one that's funky.
Yeah, it has a pig nose.
Once a month, we drop a show with a big guest, and it's a full talk show format with comedy and music and interviews. So that's we're in our 2nd season, and it's just really easy to find. Just go to what the kids call the YouTube, Funky Werepig.
Yeah. All right. Let's bring in. Let's do. Okay, come on. There it goes. Renee, shameless plug.
Hello. Well, I do the show Renee Live, and I'm not very consistent with it lately because I've got a lot going on. But, I do advertise it when it comes out, and it's live, and I hit paranormal, spiritual, all sorts of different topics where I make people open their minds and try to like enhance their thought and expand their thinking a little bit. So I do that, and I'm a psychic medium, and that's under angelic-comfort.com. And I do readings. They're virtual right now. And I do Reiki and Theta, and I have gift certificates if anybody's looking to gift a reading to somebody else. And right now through Monday, $25 special for a mini reading. So if anybody's interested, just contact me through there. And real quick story that I'd love to tell every now and then. It scares the big Jesus out of Greg. But I can remember being like 5 or 6 years old, and I looked at my mother and I said, "Mom, do you know Greg Hall?" And my mother said no. And I said, "He's a famous comedian." And my mother's like, "There's no comedian named Greg Hall, Renee." I'm like, yes, I know. I know him. And my mother was like, yeah, okay. And then years later, look at this, who appears in my life, but Mr. Hall, the funky werepig. And so I just think it's kind of cool that at 4 or 5 years old, I knew you were going to be in my life.
I tease the hell out of you a lot because we have that kind of friendship. But I love you dearly, and we have a lot of good times, a lot of good talks. Your talents are freaky real. And
Thank you.
that's why I like that you're the furthest block away. But even just saying that, you moved closer. What the hell? I felt confident enough when she was away that I could talk about her.
She's drawing close to you. All right, real quick, ZZ, shameless plug.
Book. I have a book out.
Ooh.
Separate and Distinct, Disparate and Distinct. It is horror poetry. Buy it. It's good. It's fun. I have a radio show as well, After Rods, on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. Talk about comic books, horror stuff, and anything else I feel like talking about. I got a Twitter. I got an Instagram. I like to share pictures. I got a comic book shop, Blue Monkey Comics and Collectibles. I have a other thing that I like to do called the Artist Alley Project, which has kind of been on hiatus for the last year and a half, but we'll start up again next year when things kind of mellow out a bit more.
Yeah.
I collect weird shit. No haunted dolls, because that's kind of cool. But I don't have any of those yet.
We need to send you one.
But I do have a zombie cookie jar, which I really, really like. It's kind of cool.
Right.
And go.
Okay. All right, Jake. Woo! Your turn, my friend.
So I am the co-founder of Fife Paranormal, and I also run Jake Fife Photography. Both of those you can find on Facebook.com/Fife Paranormal and Facebook.com/Jake Fife Photography. You can also see all of my paranormal films, videos, stuff like that on YouTube.com/Fife Paranormal. And if you want to see my history, more history related stuff, you can go to youtube.com/Jake Fife. I'm actually working on kind of like an audiobook series where I created, it's a fictional Revolutionary War story, and I'm at part 3 working on right now. But you can also find me at facebook.com/Jake Fife.
Awesome. And bringing him in.
Most of my stuff is
there you go.
right up there. $100.com. In fact, this is a bumper sticker. I've got one on the back of my car. Go out there and buy you a bumper sticker. I might do T-shirts one day. I don't know yet.
How do people get your bumper sticker?
Yeah, just go to myhauntedolls.com to the shop, and link everything I've got is linked out there. My YouTube channel, My Haunted Dolls. I think my Facebook page, My Haunted Dolls. And then the shop with all my books. This is just 3 of them. I've got 12 out there. And I'm working on, I'm mostly done with a short story horror collection that I hope I'll have out in a couple of months. And I've also got my own podcast I do every couple of weeks. There's a link to it out there called The Haunted Collection, where I share my favorite ghost stories and horror stories every couple of weeks. And it's just a little half-hour little show I do where I tell them and play spooky music in the background.
And which one is it that has you with your EVPs on the dolls?
Yeah, that's at the YouTube channel, My Haunted Dolls. Actually, I've got the email. I mean the web address for that YouTube channel shortened, so it's youtube.com/C/My Haunted Dolls. Or the link is out on the website. And all my EVPs. Every Tuesday night I do a live with Abnormal Alabama, and we do a 2-hour show like this where we make fun of each other and insult each other, but then we talk about paranormal.
Right. Wait, we do that?
No, we don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. So, and the reason I pushed it real quick like that is because, well, we did tell everyone 2 hours, and so we are coming to that now. And Santa Claus just walked in behind Pam, and
He just got home from work.
Hi.
So
everybody, this is my husband, Scott.
Yeah.
Hi,
Did you order
Scott.
coffee?
He forgot to bring me coffee.
Yep.
Hi, Scott.
Hello.
I tried to get Tom in here, but he won't come in. So.
Oh. Okay.
I tried to get the squirrels to come in, but they didn't want to come in either.
Yeah, well, I'm not touching that. Never mind.
Good idea.
Right? On that note, folks, we're going to head out. We'll see you next year. All new shows. We do have
January
guests.
7th, and Jake is going to be our guest on that show.
That's right. I forgot.
Very
So
nice.
we'll see you in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so come back because
Yeah.
you're gonna. Oops, you want to find out more about what he's doing in the projects.
Yep,
So-
2 days before my birthday. Woo!
Yeah, woo! Oh, we might have to make it a birthday celebration.
Wow, we'll have to do a birthday special too.
Right? All right, and for everyone else that's been watching and or checks out the podcast, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time we're on live. Bye bye.
Good night, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Happy
Happy
New Year.
holidays.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe.
Brightness.